We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Houston Astros. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Charlie Morton is on the mound for Houston in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, Charlie Morton is an interesting guy. Kind of turned his career around a few years ago when he decided to change his arm angle to that of Roy Halladay, the former Blue Jays and Phillies pitcher. Overpowering fastball at times with sink, 92 to 95 miles an hour, sweeping slider, and the changeup. The key is he needs that sinker, that two-seamer, to throw it early on in the strike zone.
2 balls and a strike to the Angels leadoff hitter. The 2-1. And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. Now the payoff pitch home. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Fisher is right there, 1 down. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, you always have to beware of Mike Trout. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and standing in the ever dangerous Mike Trout. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line, and that's a fair ball as it'll head for the 326 sign in right. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Stepping in now, Justin Upton. And now this kicks off the glove of McCann, and this will be scored as a passed ball. And he'll make it to third here on what will likely be ruled a passed ball. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Missed with a breaking ball.
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
The 3-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And Upton swings and misses on a good pitch, and he's set down on strikes for out number 2.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit, or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third, so the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Angels leave 1. Now the Astros will get their first opportunity. No score. Shohei Ohtani, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
Here's George Springer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Takes a knee-high fastball. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, everyone always looks at the schedule, and these cross-country trips can be a bear. I always looked at them with a smile on my face. 5 hours into playing with the boys, playing some cards, really coming together. I feel like that's where the chemistry of the team really starts to take shape on those long cross-country trips. Let's see how this team plays today.
2 balls and a strike to Jose Altuve.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Runner back safely. Springer on at first, nobody out. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Right down Main Street, caught him looking. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan, please, Zach?
Well, look out for Josh Reddick. Go look at the numbers. He hit over .310 last year and was consistent most of the year. I'm looking forward to him having another solid campaign.
Striding in for Houston, Carlos Correa. First chance for him here with a runner at first and 1 gone. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
And here's a ball hit in the air, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there is any intent behind that.
Yeah, there are a couple of things you don't want to do as a visiting pitcher. Never give the home crowd a reason to get involved early, and don't put guys on base to ignite a big inning. Well, mission accomplished on both fronts. We'll see how he responds.
3-2. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
Calhoun is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Now the Cuban import, Yuli Gurriel. The 1-1. A bouncer up the middle. Taken in by Simmons. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. An inning in the books. Scoreless on MLB Network. Stepping into the box, Andrelton Simmons. He carries a batting line in the 280s to begin this one. Line drive to center field. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Batting second, third baseman number 7.
Now in the box, Zach Cozart. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Simmons gets his lead at first, nobody out. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that two-seam fastball.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Down the first baseline. The second for 1. On to first, a double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
ready now for L.A., Cole Calhoun. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. A curveball that catches the inside corner.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
2-2 the count to Cole Calhoun. Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him. Angels go quietly there. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And he makes the throw to first. Bregman is retired, and there's one away.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And let's take a look at second baseman Ian Kinsler, one of the real grinders in our sport. A leadoff hitter that creates problems, not only with his power, but the ability to steal bags. And on defense, one of the quickest double play turns in the game.
Coming to the plate now, Brian McCann, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. A 2-2 count to the Astros catcher. Bottom of the second here with no score. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
Batting 8. Left fielder.
Digging in the switch hitter, Marwin Gonzalez. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. The 1-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And the Astros have their first hit of the contest. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
He's been called. Batting average fell below 230, but that knock might have put him in a positive frame of mind. Hopefully that's the start of something big right now.
Derek Fisher the next to bat. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. 2 complete, scoreless here on MLB Network. Here's Chris Young. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. The 2-1. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work, but I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
Standing in now, Martin Maldonado. And that misses 2-1.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1. In the on-deck circle, Ian Kinsler. He'll hit next. The 3-1. High in the air out to center field. Fisher's under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 3, second baseman.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Curveball that time, not even close. Third inning, no score to this point. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Mike Trout would be next. The 3-1. And good work there as this is taken for ball 4, and the Angels have themselves a 2-out base runner. Digging in to try it again, Mike Trout. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. The 1-2. In the dirt here. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
And I think that's the case of the pitcher being a little too preoccupied with the speed at first. He lost focus on making the pitch and throws an absolute scud. The irony, of course, is the runner's now on second, and he didn't even have to steal.
And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Angels strand 1. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Stepping in and ready for another shot, George Springer. He drew a walk his first time up. Fly ball heading for the alley. On the move is Calhoun, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap, and he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
That's how quickly things can change in this crazy game. The pitcher was upset about the call on the previous pitch, which could have been strike 3. Then he serves up one for a double. Good example of why you have to have a short memory in this game. You let those things get to you, and oftentimes they lead to more mistakes.
And that one just missed outside. To 2-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The 2-2. Grounded back up the middle. Simmons has it, and that's out number 1. Ready for another chance? Carlos Correa. And maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. Here's the payoff pitch. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely pitching for it with a runner on third and 1 out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
The 2-1 home. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Still even at 2-2. Another try at 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. 3 innings in the books, no score on MLB Network. Striding in once again, Justin Upton. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case. And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Looped out towards short. But this is pulled in by the shortstop. So with a runner at first and 1 gone, time to bring in our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And boy, which of those two numbers leap out at you there? How about the 100? My goodness. So digging in now, Andrelton Simmons. Upton, base runner at first with 1 out. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being the 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
The 2-1. Hot shot down the line. And this is past him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know about that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Joe Smith answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Into the box, Cole Calhoun. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Angels strand a couple. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Digging in for his second at-bat, Yuli Gurriel. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Takes this the other way to right. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The 2-2. Cue shot here out towards short. So this is pulled in by the shortstop. Next up for the Astros, Brian McCann looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And that misses, so they fall behind McCann here, 3-1.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Here's the 1-1. And this one's in the dirt. And boy, he didn't quite know what to do on that one, but he's lucky to barely get back at first. Ball 3.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
3-1 is in there for a full count now. 3-2. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far in this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And the throw at first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, still at 2-3, and the inning is over. 2 left for the Astros. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. And now for the Angels, Chris Young. The 1-1 misses for the second ball. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. Here it is. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Reddick moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. So coming to the plate, Martin Maldonado. He flew out in his last at bat. The 1-2 misses, ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
And this is swung on and missed. So it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. Back to the top of the order now. And that'll bring in the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Angels go down 1-2-3. Halfway home, still no score. Here's George Springer. He doubled his last time through. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Rounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. The next 3-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, He could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
The 3-0. And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We're through 5 here at the ballpark, and we striding in once again, Mike Trout. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. The 3-1 grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. That's off the end of the bat foul, and he might have been fortunate to stay alive that time. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And Upton swings and misses on a good pitch, and he's set down on strikes for route number 2.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
And good work there as this is taken for ball 4, and the Angels have themselves a 2-out base runner. In now is Andrelton Simmons. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. Pujols is off at first with 2 away. Swing and a liner, but foul. Grounded up the first baseline. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the 3rd out. Angels leave 1. Still no score. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Gurriel swings, and it's hit very well out to left. Gone! It's a solo homer for Yuli Gurriel. Second home run early in the year, and the Astros take a 1-0 lead.
Well, that ball right there was right up in the happy zone. It doesn't take much to drive one out of the ballpark when you connect on a high pitch like that. The backspin carried that one right out of here.
Gibson is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season. In now, Alex Bregman, 2-1. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
1 run, 4 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. Waiting next is Brian McCann. Fastball got him looking, as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, left fielder.
Ready for another shot now. Marwin Gonzalez. He got called out on strikes his last time through. To 2-2 now.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
And this is in a bit tight, maybe above the letters as well, so it's a full count now, 3-2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Astros off and running on the solo homer. The 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up to start the 7th. It's now 1-0 Houston. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. It's on to the 7th now with the Astros on top in this one. And as the final warm-up tosses are thrown, let's get a look at our game summary through 6 innings.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Astros, number 36.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Zach Cozart. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Payoff pitch on its way. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Set. Here's the 3-1. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
Now batting, captain.
Digging in to try it again, Martin Maldonado. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Missed with the curveball there, and he falls behind a 2-1.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick, because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? On the first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Derek Fisher the next to bat. Two and one.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. A payoff pitch one more time. Line towards center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So a leadoff base hit out of the 9th spot, and that sets the top of the order up nicely here to start the inning.
That's the difference in today's games. Pitchers will throw any pitch in any count, but the batter was able to deliver on a 3-2 breaking ball.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And tough fastball to lay off on 1 and 2, but he did, and it's 2 and 2 now. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball. Fisher aboard here at first with nobody out. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
The second baseman, number 20.
Digging in once again, Jose Altuve. Runners on the move for second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a one-run game, so that's a little risky. But hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
The 1-2. Still 1 and 2. He'll try again. 1-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
3 and 2 now. From the belt, kicks and deals, and it's fouled away. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Kinsler is calling for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Carlos Correa. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch missed with a slider. Working to keep them in the game here. A fastball that just misses inside. Set. Here's the 3-1. Here's a strike.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with the base open to work with.
Popped him up. Pujols in foul ground, and that's the third out. Astros leave one. They lead it 1-0.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Astros, number 47.
Back to the top of the Angels lineup now, and stepping in, Ian Kinsler.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. Brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Stepping in now, Mike Trout, very weakly on the ground. That ball's foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch, and he misses there. 1-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Ball 2. Here's the 2-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one, and there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. Here's Justin Upton now. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Albert Pujols will be next. Kinsler stands at first with 1 out. Swing and a miss, and the count goes full. 3-2.
Oh man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with 1 swing.
And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Here's one that you don't see too often, right? Safe at second base, but out at first. Great hustle there from the runner going into second. Really showed off his speed.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Gonzalez is after it. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. Angels strand a couple. They're down 1-0. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
And he misses. 2-1. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. And he misses again. Ball 3.
Well, that's ball 3, and the Astros right now would do anything to get this leadoff hitter on.
Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Now the payoff pitch home. Swing, but that one rolls foul. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. 1-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. The 1-2 is fastball that misses. Here now the 2-2 is laid off up for ball number 3. Alex Bregman is on deck. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Struck him out. Ready for another chance? Alex Bregman. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. The 3-1 pitch. Full count now. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
The 3-1. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. Back goes Calhoun. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. One left for Houston, but they're up 1-0. A beautiful look there at the downtown aquarium here in Houston as we welcome you back to baseball on MLB Network. Ken Giles takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Leading off the inning, Zach Kozar, and they'll need him to get something going here. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. And a good hard slider as this one swung on and missed for the first out here in the 9th.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
The 1-2 is outside for a ball.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. Now the 3-2 pitch. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Fisher's under it. catch for the second out.
Up next for the Angels, center fielder.
And now for the Angels, Chris Young. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Look into McCann, the 1-1. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the top of the 9th keeps it rolling as he comes through with 2 away.
What an unbelievable at-bat right there in the 9th inning. Game on the line. Get yourself on base to create an opportunity for your boy right here to be a hero.
Into the box now, Martin Maldonado ripped down the line. And now the crowd, estimated at over 29,000, come to their feet. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Angels down to their last strike. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched 1-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
And that 1 run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. Houston rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Joe Smith gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Shohei Ohtani struck out 10 in the losing effort. Ken Giles closes the door for the save, his 2nd. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and the entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros. 1 run, 5 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. The Angels, no runs, 5 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 20 minutes. A reminder that post-game Metro Light Rail trains can be picked up at Main Street Square, just 6 blocks from Minute Maid Park between Walker and Dallas.